What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction on Depraved.
I'm HellaCat.
Together we are
HellaDepraved, and that's Persephone.
Yeah, that's Persephone. This is the second time we've now had to record this intro.
Just the intro.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we started getting some weird lag. I was getting this message that lets me know that it's going to be all choppy and shit. So, anyways, before we get started, if you guys hear any weird purring, we are pretty sure our kitten is high as fuck right now.
New treats, helped herself. I explained it in the last one, but she is happy as a clam, and honestly, for Miss Sassy Pants to be this happy is kind of a tip-off that she's a little nipped out right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the last song on the Shady Past album, so it's a little bit of a bummer.
Right.
But also exciting because it means I can now listen to the entire thing as much as I want.
Right. Exactly. It's been fantastic. We're going to cover this last song plus the shout-outs. The
shout-outs outro to the album.
And just hopefully they put out more soon because, you know, this was amazing.
I was curious by the title as to what beat they were going to use. But now, after hearing the first 10 seconds before I realized what was going on, I know what song it is.
Okay.
It's Till I Collapse.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which is one of my favorite hymn songs. But hey.
Yeah. All right.
Huh?
All right.
We're going to react to this. If you guys have already seen it, it's my click link in the description below. Hopping over to other things, coming back, which is a commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. What that means is we will pause for any and all of the above. So, with that being said, it's time to slash down and break it down. This is Shoe Gang with Rap or Die. Let's get it.
R.I.P. to the GOAT, Nate Dogg.
Yes.
My bro Madman told me if you work like a pro while you're a rookie, watch what happens when you get to pro level. My mom's always told me I was a god before I knew what that meant. My bro King Crooked said being whack is a sin. Going against that commandment is blasphemy. Shout out to the rap connoisseurs. Flags up! Till I collapse, me and my niggas keep spilling these raps. Victory's imminent when Biz flip these Eminem tracks. Smart like I'm...
So he actually started off very similarly to the way the actual song goes. Because the actual song, Till I Collapse, as long as they fill in these raps.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah.
Very nice. Very nice. I like the shout-outs at the beginning, too.
It's close, though. But yeah, so starting it off very similarly to how M starts his first verse off.
Right. I like that we're getting a music video for this, too.
Me too.
And my niggas keep spilling these raps. Victory's imminent when Biz flip these Eminem tracks. Smart like I'm a Portamento, but no IQ test. A predator who kills at will, I pass the Ice Cube test. I got spiritual highness like I'll be high on some ayahuasca. But I'm high on my desire to rhyme in a pint of vodka. I be to hip-hop with Haile Selassie is in the eyes of rosters. Rap or die is my posse's mantra. We tryna murk the game. We might have to go to Crook's Corner. People's Party, $1 million worth of game.
Go to Crook's Corner anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's the place to be. Yeah.
It's the hangout spot.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Julius is killing this.
Yeah. Flags up. Yeah.
Murk the game. We might have to go to Crook's Corner. People's Party, $1 million worth of game. I'ma drink with the champ who made the war report, y'all. Hear me out, Wayne, or we might have to sit with Rory and Maul. Listen up, rappers, and come put your right ear to the speakers. We on some fuck everybody like a bi-curious swinger. Got a problem with my squad, I'll be...
You know what? Anything that moves. Yeah.
And he kind of gave a shout out to the Rory and Mal show, which is the show that, so Rory and Mal used to be with Joe Budden.
Oh, okay.
Or his Bizarre likes to call him Joe Buttons.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
And then he fired them because there was like a huge argument, and then they started their own podcast.
Okay. All right.
Hear me out, Wayne, or we might have to sit with Rory and Maul. Listen up, rappers, and come put your right ear to the speakers. We on some fuck everybody like a bi-curious swinger. Got a problem with my squad, I'll be right here with the steamer. My gun'll burn a boy like a Nigerian singer. Hey, yo.
Burner boy. Let's go.
Ow.
Hey, yo, motherfucker, hey, yo. Rap or die, rap till I collapse. Hey, yo, motherfucker, hey, yo. This is rap or die, I'm a rap till I see the afterlife, never lie. Hey, yo. Come on, everybody, hit stage dive at parties, hit. We finna catch
time. Few weeks passed and I seen Token on the show kick a bar exactly the same as mine. Then the homie showed me a rapper on LA Leakers trying to claim my rhyme. I'm coke, so niggas take my lines. I'm a Xanax.
Let's be real. Token's been trying to steal people's lines. Oh, sorry.
I'm coke, so people steal my lines.
Or did you say Logic? Was it Logic or Token?
Token.
Was it Token?
Token. Oh. I hate that, honestly. Like, I get that people think in similar ways about, you know, some metaphors and allegories, so on and so forth, but, like, don't make it so obvious that it's somebody else's. I just...
To be fair, whoever writes for Drake has been stealing lines from independent artists for years.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's very obvious when it happens. Be inspired. Don't be tired.
Right.
Rapper on LA Leakers trying to claim my rhyme. I'm coke, so niggas take my lines. I'm a Xanax, these bars make men chill. I'm coke, I'm Zanny, I'm Key and Peel. I'm about to be gone like a J, like it's been real. Goal is to always be higher than my rent bill. Just bite and steal, bullets right and steal. Cause even if I don't cheat, I'ma win still. If I got a pop at a ops car in wheel, then he'll fucking windmill through his windshield. Y'all niggas never met a more sick clip. We change minds, metaphoric, metamorphic spit. Most times I play Mr. Cool, but watch yourself like Mr. Cool. That nigga wants some beef, then tell that MC duck like Mr. Scrooge.
All right.
This is rap or die, I'm a rap to lie. See the afterlife, never lie. Come on, everybody, hit stage dive at parties. We finna catch a body. Put every lyricist on the injured list.
I sure hope so, because stage diving parties, like, you gotta have a lot of trust in your audience.
True.
I almost pointed that out after they sang it the first time in the hook. I was like, you know, I've seen some of those where people are like, yeah, not me, not it. Yeah, so.
All right. Demetrius already opened it up saying he's going to put everybody on the injured list.
Right.
Which is a sports term.
Okay. All right.
At parties, we finna catch a body. Put every lyricist on the injured list. I'm a rap god, I'm in rock and shit. My penmanship has a kinship with Kendrick's on some kindred spirit shit. I told you my flow sinks the censorship, but no pen when I go in, cause I'm a mentalist and I have a mental list of the 10 goats who with the shits. King, Crooked, and Royce, and Eminem, that's 6. They're each worth 2, and the other 4 is simply this.
That's 6. That's great. Great.
Say M, Crook, and Royce.
And that's 6.
And that's 6. Oh my.
Oh
my.
I really, he's a mentalist. I really like that. I mean, again, we've talked about Crook not writing anything down. So it seems like they're exactly the same way. And that's, dude, I can't even remember what I walked into the next room for. Half the time, I don't remember the word that I was going to use as I'm saying the sentence. I can't imagine being able to, you know, write an entire rap in my head and then remember it later. I don't know. I write poetry in my head all the time. And then by the time I get my lazy ass up for a pen and a piece of paper, I don't remember any of it.
As somebody who writes one rap verse a year, I've had so many times when I was younger and I actually thought about really trying to be a rapper. Where I would think of some dope shit.
And not write it down.
And then not write it down.
Yeah.
And then by the time I get home and get back to thinking about trying to do it again, I can't remember half of what I fucking said.
I dream stories or poetry, and, like, I had to, when I was writing a lot more, had to keep a light by my bed to flip on so that when I woke up with that running through my mind, to immediately pen it down. Because otherwise, it's gone. I'm like, oh no, I can roll over. No, not if I want it.
So then I went out and bought a tape recorder. And it's like, as soon as I bought the tape recorder, I could never think of anything.
Right.
It was so frustrating.
I actually had thought, I did a bunch of research on tape recorders. I had, like, the app installed on my phone for a while, and, like, it's just not the same for me.
No.
I have to, like, my flow comes through pen onto paper, at least for me. So, yeah.
King, Crooked, and Royce, and Eminem, that's 6. They're each worth 2, and the other 4 is simply this.
Cube, Jigga, rock him, then I'm on that pop time. If rap don't work, I'm robbing niggas with that Glock 9. Make you snatch your watch off so fast you slit your wrist. Now that's suicide.
Loved his other 4 too. Jay-Z, Pac, Rakim,
Cube.
and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Legends. All
Very,
of them.
very nice. Very nice list there.
Love hearing Rakim on that list too, because when a lot of people put out their top 10s,
He's not on it.
Rakim usually isn't on it, but he's not far down.
Yeah, no, like, if people are doing their top 20s or, like, what are their top 50 of all times, yeah, but not normally top 10. I can't say it's on my... it's not mine, but I have a lot of female people on mine at this point, so...
And the other 4 is simply this. Cube, Jigga, rock him, then I'm on that pop time. If rap don't work, I'm robbing niggas with that Glock 9. Make you snatch your watch off so fast you slit your wrist. Now that's suicide watch, and that's a suicide hotline. It's curtains.
Suicide watch,
will
oh
murk
my.
your city. In fact, we eating whole
Hold on.
countries.
I love that.
Line. Snatch your watch off so fast you slit your wrist. Now that's suicide watch, and that's a suicide hotline. It's curtains, but with verses will murk your city. In fact, we eating whole countries like turkey chili. You supposed to spit it till you get a fucking heart attack, till your lungs collapse. Real shit, this the artifacts.
Woo!
Everybody say ayo, ayo, motherfucker, ayo. Rap-a-dot, rap-a like a life, ayo, motherfucker, ayo. This is rap-a-die, I'm a rap-to-lie, see the afterlife, never lie, ayo. Come on everybody, hit stage dive at parties, hit, we finna catch a body, ayo.
That's the artifacts. Right
fucking
there.
fire.
Yeah. What a way to end, like, in terms of actual tracks. That's fantastic.
That was fire.
Yeah.
And a great way, like you said, to end the album.
Yeah.
Again, so Till I Collapse is one of my favorite songs. And okay, so for those of you that don't know, who care, don't care, I don't care, I'm going to say it anyways. Every Colts home game, again, I live in Indianapolis, used to be huge into football. And we had 3 to 5 seasons or so where we went to every single Colts home game.
We is not including me.
We, not including her.
Yeah,
It was
no.
me and the group of people that I used to go with. And I was in charge every year of putting together what was going to be that year's playlist to listen to on the way up to the stadium.
The hype list.
The hype list.
Yeah.
Till I Collapse was one of them.
I can see that.
Jay-Z's Run This Town
Yeah.
was one of them.
It's a good one.
That made it every year. What the fuck was it called? It was one of Kanye West. Now this one wasn't a get hype track, but I think it was called Asshole.
Okay. All right.
I was specifically requested to put that on there because of the guy. Like, one of the guys we went with was always an asshole to people.
Oh, so basically priming himself for the situation.
Right.
Still
Well, I
hype.
mean, the lyrics are "Here's a toast to the douchebags,"
Yeah, so it's
or it's
still
called
a hype
"Runaway."
track.
I think
Yeah.
"Runaway."
Yeah. It's a theme song. Come on now.
But yeah, we also had fucking T.I. and was it T.I. and Rihanna?
I mean, look, you had a good playlist.
It was a Get Hype playlist.
Yeah.
I think I had Never Scared on there one year,
Right.
among other things. But yeah, Till I Collapse was one of them. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was usually the first track that would play every time we got in the
Okay.
car together.
I can see that.
And it was a good start.
That is, I would assume.
Yeah.
For sports fanatics. I mean, like, Till I Collapses. I would say your playlist is still fire. I just wouldn't have cared one way or another. It would probably get me more in the mood. You know. Anyway, they did a fantastic job of flipping this. I loved it.
And I'm glad they chose to do a song off this song, is where that all was going.
Yeah.
And they killed it.
In a convoluted way. Yeah.
Fucking killed it.
Yeah, they did.
Fucking killed it. Now, with that being said, we are now
Shout-outs.
going to hop over to the shout-outs
Hippity
outro.
hop, hop,
Before we get into this, we are not going to. I'm not going to shrink the screen. There's really no
Yeah,
reason to.
it's Yeah. No music video. No.
There's no video
Yeah.
or anything. So, but yeah. So this is the shout outs. This is the actual last track on the album. This
Right.
is, I'm guessing, going to just be 2 minutes of them shouting people out.
It says outro shoutouts.
Yep. So let's get it.
Yeah. Y'all know how we do, man. We're gonna give a couple quick shout outs and shit. Yeah, I mean, right off top, so shit. Shout out to Crook. Shout out to Sauce the Boss. Shout out to our brother Dice. You know what I mean? Shout out to who we got?
Yeah. Big shout out to
Super dope to hear him shout out Dice.
Dice.
I honestly, so here's the thing, and this is just me being honest to everybody. Of the 4 members, Dice was honestly my least favorite. Not to say that I didn't think he wasn't fire, but of the 4, I feel like he wasn't as bar heavy as all the others.
Right.
So there were times I felt like he just didn't fit in as well.
Okay.
But at the same time, getting through this album, I actually
missed him.
miss having him
Yeah.
here. Dice is great,
I think he's a good counterpart to some of their hype.
and he is.
You know? He seems like the chiller, like energy-wise, chiller end of the spectrum. As far
Right.
as you can
I hope whatever it is that he's doing now, he is.
I hope he
finding
100%
success
succeeds and is happy. That's all you can ask for, is that he is happy.
And I'm, again, being 100% honest, I hope that he at least comes back every now and again to maybe do a song with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, again, I do miss him.
Yeah.
Boss. Shout out to our brother Dice. You know what I mean? Shout out to who we got?
Yeah. Big shout out to moms. Love you, moms. Shout out to our little sisters, Precious and Sheba. Shout out to the big bro, Madman. What up?
Yeah, man. You know, our nieces and nephews, the whole family shit. Who you got, Debo?
Yeah, shout out to everybody who helped us with this project, you know what I'm saying? Hit makers, shout out to, of course, shout out to Diz, you know what I'm saying? He produced the whole thing, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jimbo, he mixed the whole thing. Shout out to Jawan, you know what I'm saying, with the visuals. Shout out to the big homie Herb, you know, who else we got? JC, Jim Get 'em, Active, who else?
Shit, you know what it is, man? Shit, the whole COB squad, man.
Yeah!
It is, man.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Flags up.
COB, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Super Bean, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Lionheart, you already know. Shout out to MRK, shout out to M, shout out to Paul, who else? Shout out to Royce, shout out to Kid Vicious, you know what I'm saying? We see you.
Yeah, man.
We see you.
For those of you that don't know, Paul Rosenberg, him.
Right.
And then Kid Vicious, if I remember correctly, is Royce's nephew, son, brother
I have no idea.
of some relation. I don't remember the exact relation.
Okay.
But
Who else? Shout out to Royce, shout out to Kid Vicious, you know what I'm saying? We see you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nitty. Shout out to all our Long Beach niggas, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, man. Shout out my wife, Key. What up?
Shout out to the homie
What up,
G-Dot,
baby?
Greg, and Destiny.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole underground scene, nigga. We from the underground. Disrespect me in the song.
Killer G's killing them all, breaking food balls up from the underground, disrespect me in the song.
Oh, is this an old tape? That's adorable.
Which kind do you want me to shoot you with? A big AK or an Uzi with a clip?
That flow.
Which gun do you want me to shoot you with? A big AK or an Uzi with
I'm not even going to try and pretend to think I even know which one of them this is.
Yeah, but that, like, double timing it, like, oh my god. At that age, that's fantastic.
a clip? Yeah, this is UNG, whoever said kill at large. Shane representing for the 9-5. G, AK, Badman, Baseman, and we out.
It's a nice beat. That's fun.
Why y'all keep putting Tom McDonald in my recommended?
But that's so much fun because that's like very much how they began the whole thing. So I love it.
Right.
I love it. And I think it's, you know, now that we're not buying as many hard copies of CDs or mixtapes, or it's so nice when they add in the shout outs because, you know, there used to be like the almost Patreon type thank you section for the production, or they were thanking their mom and their dad and God and so on, but we don't get the paper cover anymore, so
Right.
it's nice that they added that in.
Again, this has been so far, for me, at least, easily the best overall project I think has come out. Did it come out this year?
Yeah.
Real early.
Well, maybe end of last year, because that says December 16th.
Okay.
This was
So
so
end of the year.
fantastically done between the mix of bringing in their start, like these mixtapes, the footage that they've added, just little clips and so on, the memories that they've taken us down, but also the fact that they're all remixes, and it's just been.
And again,
You know.
we listen to a lot of indie artists, specifically on YouTube, and a lot of them become really good friends. And at least the people we listen to, we think are very talented in the things that they do.
Right.
And a lot of them have started off doing a lot of remixes to songs. Except remixes on the YouTube scene is really, honestly, just taking the exact same beat, putting their own verse over it,
Hi, baby.
and putting it out. I've never really fully considered it a remix, but
Right. It's not the old school remixes where they're only putting a verse on,
right.
and it's a joint project.
But for them to completely remix all of these songs off of,
Right.
the span throughout the history of M's
The guitar that
discography.
was their dad's that they've added in. I mean, just
they
yeah,
took it, made it their own,
yeah.
and I would have loved to have seen M's face as he was listening to this.
God, this whole thing, again, a lot of the context was changed in the songs. They made it an homage to M in terms of showing how inspirational he's been and the inspirational points in their life. Even if some of the tracks didn't have that sort of uplifting quality to them before. So I just... They did such a fantastic job on this that it's almost not like listening to M at all. Like, you hear it and you're like, oh, yeah.
The one song I will say, me personally, that I wish they would have remixed and done for this album, which I would still love to hear them do at some point. My two favorite songs from them, one I would not want them to do, and that is my favorite one. Just because of the licensing nightmare that would come with it.
Yeah, so it's not that you wouldn't want it, it's just that it would be such a headache.
Right. Is Sing for the Moment is my favorite.
Right.
That has a lot of personal meaning to me. It is the song that single-handedly convinced me to stop mid-suicide attempt. And my other favorite song that doesn't have that kind of emotional tie to it is actually No Apologies.
Right.
And I would have loved to see what they would have done with No Apologies.
There's stuff that's so much fun, that, like Square Dance. I would have loved to hear them on that kind of, like... Yeah, it's just M being goofy, funky, but it's such a different sound to it.
So you're saying you would like to see them remix Fack?
Maybe.
Everybody's favorite song, Tiptoe, especially you.
Right, but Square Dance, just
For anybody that
because
knows,
of
Tiptoe
its,
hates that
like,
song.
weird sound,
Right.
And I know that they chose...
Or 3 a.m. 3 a.m. would have been fun.
Yeah, I know that they chose... or Amityville. I know that they chose Watch Me Burn, but honestly, my favorite song with him and Rihanna is, what is it, Monster?
Love the Way You Lie, you mean?
Oh, yeah, but...
I mean, Watch Me Burn would be an excellent M song, but...
He should have titled it that. What the fuck? But is it called Monster? Yeah, Friends with the Monsters. I would have just had fun with them with that. So,
Right.
Obviously, M has quite the catalog, so there are vast
Fucking
opportunities.
do them all, goddammit. No.
Vast opportunities, but I think that they picked excellent tracks to do, and they definitely made them their own. So, yeah.
Now, they probably didn't do this on purpose. One of the songs I actually think I would personally love to hear them do also would be to take White America and flip it and call it Black America.
Right.
And do it in a way that represents a black person's struggle in America.
Right.
I think they would have
POV.
fucking nailed it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Nailed it.
Right.
But yeah.
Personal preferences, though. Whatever inspired them, and then they did so fantastically.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, personal preferences aside, you guys did amazing. It doesn't matter which songs you picked. I feel like you'd have nailed every single one of them regardless.
And we're here if you decide to do more of these, because you know what? That was fantastic.
We're here
or
if
even
you
if
decide not to and do other shit.
Yeah, well, no,
we're just
but I
here.
mean, even if they want to do, like, I don't know, an homage to Cube, or...
I would love to hear him on, like, a Jay-Z remix.
Right,
hit.
well, I was just talking about the people that were in his top 10, you know? Like, so fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, but ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below. What did you think of Shoe Gang with Shady Past? Shady Past. Dear God. That was the album, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
What I meant to
Rap
say
Until
was
We Die.
Rap or Die and shoutouts.
Shoutouts, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Also comment down below if there's
I mean,
anything
close
else.
enough. Close enough, right? Like, watch me burn.
Right.
You know, just start the pyre. I'm here. I'm here for it.
Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see react to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
That being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you, depraved people, later.
Ta-ta.